What's up, guys? This is It's Me 64, and I have pretty much just hit 64 subscribers. And since I'm It's Me 64, it is quite a special occasion for me because, as I hope, as long as no one unsubs, then this will be the only ever time that I will reach 64 subscribers. It's going to be the only time I'll reach 64 subscribers for the first time. Anyway, for this occasion, I thought I might just as well do a world tour of the 64 Club, which is my server. It is currently not open for other players to join, but when 1.17 rolls around in the summer, I will definitely open a public server for all of my subscribers. Who can play on that server. Anyway, so we are going to do a world tour. And I think I'm going to start off in a place which is right in this direction. Right over here, which has been on camera very little, and I didn't actually really end up giving it the attention that it deserves. But that is this tiny area over here. And as you can see, right here we just have a map. And this is the map of this server once we hit episode 9. This was episode 9, and in the next episode of the 64 Club, episode 18, I'm going to be making another one of these world maps, and then we can compare the progress between these two. So, sadly, I did not actually end up making a map in the very beginning so you can see what it was like. But anyway, pretty much everything in the world, pretty much everything that we are going to build is going to be in this map. I might even have to end up expanding it at some point. Anyway, let's head over to another location. And that is this over here, this monstrosity. Now this is a base, and this base belongs to Daunting Ice. And by the way, if you're wondering, yes, it's not like we don't have a lot of builds on this server, but it's all very, very close together. That's why the map wasn't so big. Anyway, this is his, as he calls it, large Asian build. And oh wow, there's a lot of experience over here. Not that I need it though. Anyway, he has not really done so much of the interior yet, but I know that he spent a lot of time building this, especially also in the Nether, making Nether tunnels and things so he could get to the Mesa biome, since that is about 7,000 blocks away. And he actually did that before he even had Elytra, so that's a pretty big accomplishment. Anyway, now we're on the subject of Daunting Ice. He has had many, many bases. He used to have a miniature base over here, and as you can see, the things that are still standing of that is his sugarcane farm, his very many chests, and his Nether portal. Now, we will also be going into the Nether after I have showed you guys the overworld. So, more in this direction, we have an abandoned village right over here, and I found this pretty much immediately after I spawned into the world, even though it is pretty far away from spawn. Anyway, probably pretty much the only thing that is not on this map, which I will show you in this world tour, is our raid village. We have a village right over here, and we use it, me and Daunting Ice primarily use it for raids. So we battle raids here and stuff. I thought oh wow, I even still have Hero of the Village. How long does it take for that to wear out? Because it's been quite some time since we've done a raid. Anyway, so that is our raid village. And then heading back in this direction, if we fly over here, we will find my industrial zone Anyway, right over here we have my 3 skeleton horses. As you can see, there's 2 over here and 1 back there. Mr. Bones, yeah, of course, like the usual. We've got a bunch of villagers that I bred and captured. And anyway, right over here we've got my pretty newbie sugarcane farm, which I'm just using for firework rockets. Anyway, then we have the 2 big farms. Now right here, this is my creeper farm. It gets quite a lot of gunpowder. I do have a tutorial for this on the channel, and there will be a link to that down in the description. And I also have a tutorial for this gold farm on this channel as well. I know this is an absolute monstrosity. It is really huge. I believe I built it in episode 9 of this series. It was the first thing I built in this semi-industrial zone, or like zone I built farms in. And yeah, it's pretty insane. Anyway, if you go down here, then you can find the storage area. Just don't look at the roof. It's the ugliest thing ever. In here, we've got some more villagers, which trade for all this rotten flesh I have stored here. And I think I have a bit too much rotten flesh there. Anyway, next we will move on to, I think, the biggest project in the whole world of this season, which is season 1, by the way. I'm not sure if there's going to be any more seasons. Anyway, that is my base, and you know, like you can say, oh, you're bragging, like this is the biggest project of the season, but like trust me, it really was. I think at least, just the amount of time I put into creating this thing, like especially like the roof. That's I made myself a challenge to not use a circle generator with this. So I did this entirely by hand, and yes, I did do it in creative first, that's why it looks pretty okay. Anyway, we can head down the first layer, and over here we don't have much, and I will decorate that, just like I will still decorate this top area, because right now it's looking a little bit weird, especially because I have spammed torches, lanterns and not torches, which is very unusual. Anyway, over here, we don't have too much either. We do have, of course, the enchanting station and the anvil with grindstones and stuff. Now, right over here, we have the main floor with all of my dogs. Now, all the dogs except for Seal, this one, and this one, ooh, there's an anvil, have actually been named after subscribers. So we have Saskia, Hugo, Enderpoop, Walter, Me212, Ernst, John, Jollybean IKZ, Gamertag 11155883, Almighty Gaming, Herobrine Nightcore, Bemirsa, and Majority. Anyway, if you want to be on one of these dogs as well, all I need to do is subscribe, and then let me know down in the comment section that you subscribed, and also leave your Minecraft gamertag or your name, and I'll put you on one of these dogs. Anyway, the next thing that we have is just like, you know, the general hallway. And then my door, which is made out of diamonds. I know, Omega Flex. It's pretty cool. By the way, it's broken right now because of a project I did under here, and I am going to fix that. So is that door. This door isn't. Anyway, here we just have another room which doesn't have a lot in it, and I'm sort of lost in ideas of what to put in this base. So if you have any good ideas, make sure to let me know in the comments section too. Anyway, now this is the area where the most of the things go on in this base, and I also like this area the most. I think this is really, really cool. So we got some storage silos, bamboo farm, Omega storage system. We can go to the back over here, and then you can take a look at all the redstone. This is like the maintenance area, you could call it. Anyway, that is that. And then we of course have the roof, the floor. I think this looks really awesome. And then in my most recent episode, which I don't even think has been uploaded yet, this will be uploaded on Sunday, I built this aquarium, and now I am a huge fan of this aquarium. Only we have this thing blocking it, which I am going to move. Also this thing. We have a bunch of junk lying around the place. Anyway, we've got the aquarium with 27 different tropical fish on it, all unique. We've got 4 sea turtles and a bunch of other cool things. Anyway, next what we can do is we can head all the way down, and over here I have a skeleton grinder. It takes some time, but over here we've got this skeleton grinder hallway, very, very beautiful. And then over here you can sort of head backstage a bit, and you can peek at the grinder spawning the skeletons, you know. The usual AFK spot, bunch of arrows, bunch of bones, bunch of bows, don't know why I have those. Anyway, next what we can do is we can head up, because that was pretty much it for my base. Of course, we also have a few things in the Nether, but not too much yet. And of course, I will show you those after I've shown you guys the rest of the things around the place. So next, we are actually going to head over to another one of Daunting Ice's bases he had. Now this is over here on the mountainside, and this was his first base he had. It was right over here. You can head in, and you can head down. I remember being able to survive that. Well, I am back. Anyway, sort of sad about the experience levels, but yeah. The gold farm, by the way, self-promotion over here. The gold farm will get you to experience level 30 in under a minute, so make sure to go check that out. Anyway, over here, as you can see, this area is not too big. This is pretty much where he sort of, I guess, gave up the whole project. Then over here we have his slime grinder that he made, which I have used to grind slimes in the past. Yeah, so that's his sort of manual slime farm, I guess you would call it. Anyway, I think it's just going to be better if I fly up like this. Yes, that went really well. Okay. Next over here we have a very unfinished base, and I believe that this belongs to someone that goes by the name of Krusty Nugget O. Or Krusty Nugget 8, something like that. You've got some dark oak logs here, and they were gonna build something here. Not too much has happened. And as I said, this was Daunting Ice's first base over here. So as you can see, he still has all the starter farms and stuff. Now, one of the most detailed builds on this server, I would say, is this. This house belongs to Rongo. And then there's some digits after that name, which I'm not gonna bother to memorize. It is pretty cool. I believe he built it with the help of Daunting Ice and a creeper too. I think. That's sort of sad. This base was really nice and detailed. Shame that there had to be a creeper, and there used to be a bunch of mobs and stuff, like all these cows and things over here as well. Yeah, so anyway, that is that base. Not all too big, but it is pretty beautiful. Now over here, this is pretty much where spawn is. Spawn is right over here. It's pretty much just in this spot over here. That is where spawn is. And over here we have these sort of shopping district, I guess you could call it. I mean, it has 2 shops, a miniature stole, and then, well, only actually 1 shop, a stole, a house, and then someone built a spruce wood farm in the shopping district. That's sort of weird. Anyway, this shop belongs to me. This is my shop. And yeah, I know, not a lot of attention has been paid to it. Also, not a lot of money has been made. Actually, I can look at exactly how much money I have made with the shop. 22 diamonds and 31 iron ingots. That is better than I thought. Anyway, that is how much money I have made with this shop so far. I believe I have not made any other sales, I think. Yeah. Anyway, that's my shop. Then over here, of course, there was a shop which belonged to Gamertag 88, but they removed it and replaced it with this spruce farm. Anyway, now this miniature stall over here also belongs to me, and this is my free shop. And technically, it's giving things away for free, which were from my skeleton grinder. So all these bows. And now, if you have a bunch of experience to use, then this can actually be really handy, and you can pretty much just make a god bow with this if you were to combine these all together. And then we have some sets of armor, which used to be all complete, only people started taking half sets of armor, which is completely weird and useless and mean. Why? Why do people take half sets of armor? That is so useless. Anyway, here is where Daunting Ice wanted to start a war, and the only one that actually signed up was me. So, I mean, he didn't even sign up for his own war, and that is pretty much being forgotten about, but we wanted to leave the stall there. And then over here we have another sort of cool base. So this base belongs to Gamertag 88, and I'm not sure what this is about. She has a huge obsession with mobs mobs with saddles on. She has a bunch of random stuff lying around. Anyway, me and Daunting Ice actually built this base for her as a gift. And yeah, you guessed it, she built the wall around it. Like the only not nice thing about this base is the wall, and I'm not sure what that's all about. Anyway, Daunting Ice also attempted to make a secret base under here, so we can head down here. And there's going to be a bunch of junk over here, I think. Let me open that chest. Yeah, there's just a bunch of junk. And over here, Daunting Ice was attempting to make a secret base. And oh yeah, I forgot. The entrance is through here. That's sort of nice. Okay. How did you get out of this stuff? Anyway, that is Gamertag 88's base. I feel like there's one thing I'm forgetting, but then we might have to just get back to that. And in the meantime, we will head over to the Nether side of things. Oh yes. Okay, I remember now. So if we can fly over here. Here we have a beautiful cobblestone hut, made by Tur8T. And by the way, this mountain, it was fully generated like this, and he just put all the cobble around this area. Anyway, he doesn't play on the server anymore, but I didn't want to break it down because I sort of like it there. If we fly over here, pretty close by, we have a base which belongs to me 212, and yeah, she plays it very, very rarely, and as you can see, she's still in the stone tools phase of things. And the only reason why she's 28 diamonds is because she borrowed my fortune pickaxe and had like the best luck ever. Let's close the trapdoor for her. Anyway, over here we have a collaborative project of me and Daunting Ice. which I didn't actually show on camera, but this is a sort of terraformed mountain right here. It looks pretty cool, and we were going to plan to build something in this area right here, which was with that wall, a perfect, nice place to build something. But now, it isn't really, I guess. Anyway, now we can head over to the nether side of things, and don't worry, the video won't continue for too long anymore because there is not much more to this, really. There is not a lot of things in the nether. Oh yeah, temporarily I have all my horses and donkeys situated in the nether. Anyway, you can walk up here, and then this is the portal that belongs to Daunting Ice, and that just goes out in his base, and this is the nether tunnel, which is about 1,000 blocks long, which leads to the Mesa biome. Next over here we have a tunnel which pretty much is immediately a dead end. Then there's another tunnel, I believe right back here somewhere. I always have troubles finding it. Here! If you go down this ladder, then there's going to be about a 500 block long tunnel which will lead to the stronghold. This is my netherite mine right over here. And then we have the main nether tunnel, which is right here. And you can just fly through this. This is pretty much my nether tunnel because no one else really uses it. Anyway, along this path we have, get out, we have a piglin bartering station right here, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, we have a bunch of stuff, very many things gotten from the piglin bartering station, and we have quite a lot more gold that we can trade for things. So definitely no shortage on that. So now you can continue in this tunnel, but there is not a lot more. I actually forgot what it led to. To be honest, I do not know what it goes to. I'm actually going to run through this tunnel to find out, because I know that it goes past the Nether Fortress, and that is the main reason why I would use this, and also to get to the big bartering station over there. But I actually totally forgot why I even built this thing in the first place. As you can see over here, it does come past the pretty huge Nether Fortress, but it still hasn't ended yet. And I'm gonna find out why I actually built this. Now I remember, this is built in one of the earliest episodes, episode number 4, which, fun fact, is the least viewed episode of this season, but is the one in which I risked the most of my life. Most dangerous one for sure. As you can see over here, I built this before I even had full diamond tools. I was out here with an iron sword and a diamond enchanted pickaxe. But for the rest, just iron items. Iron armor too. Or even armorless maybe. I'm not entirely sure. And that enderman just scared me for a split second there. Anyway, it was to get to the warped forest. If you haven't noticed, a huge portion of my base is made using the warped wood. And this is where I got it. This is the closest it was. And if I remember correctly, then it was about 800 blocks of nether tunneling and bridging to get to the first part, and this is about 1,000 blocks right here. And now that was me with a diamond enchanted pickaxe and still an iron sword, which I still think is very, very impressive. Anyway, this is where I got all of my warped woods from. So that is why I built this bridge really early on, and I do not want to die here. I'm not very good at landing with elytra. Okay, that was pretty nice. Anyway, that was really actually it for the world tour. There is not much more that I can show you here. Well, there's pretty much nothing more that I could show you. Anyway, if you did enjoy, then make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on any future episodes of the 64 Club, and also won't miss out on any tutorials or things like that I might make. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.